Welcome to Comfort Habit number 2. This is my final video for tonight, and this video is about racism. Now, let me explain this before I go too deep. There is a lot of racism, and how we proceed to deal with racism is how we leave the world for the next generation. I myself am a Generation Xer. I will be 48 years old really soon. I'm not rushing that, trust me on that. I want to go back to about 42 and have the strength that I had before I had to get this hip replaced. Okay? Now, the thing about racism is that racism is not discussed, and that we tend to shadow ban racism. I think that's the language that you young people use. And when we do that, we tend to turn a blind eye to a lot of things. A lot of things that we should be paying attention to, but we just don't. Because for some reason, it's too much like the right thing to do. And because it's too much like the right thing to do, we choose to not do that. Okay? Now, being that I am part Cherokee, part black, and part white, there are many issues that I personally have to face and discuss. There are a lot of things that we just tend to let go by. We tend to turn a blind eye to a lot of things. And yes, I am not a Trump supporter. That does not compute with me. I've watched a lot of his supporters and a lot of things recently with the black cop being called the N-word and how he did his trial. If none of you can see that this was set up for him to cause this problem, and Trump's going to walk away scot-free because all of his supporters and all the people that work for him in the White House, apparently he's got some kind of magical spell on them so that they don't seem to think that that stuff is racist. Well, if you ask the thousands of Native Americans that didn't like the Pocahontas reference, myself included, if you ask the thousands of Asians that now have to watch their back when they walk outside because the attacks on Asians have accelerated, then there's something wrong with you. Yes, I did a video coming down on blacks, Asians, and natives who supported Trump. And why did I do that? Because I've had a personal problem with Trump since 1993 with they don't like Indians to me over a casino. Because some people here don't seem to understand it. The treaties to Native Americans is how we got here. The fuck over to Native Americans is how we got here. And that is kind of a double whammy. Because now you have Type 3. And then you've always had other Native American issues that no one tends to give a damn about. Natives stand up, natives get knocked down. Natives stand up, natives get knocked down. It reminds me of a song. Are you ready? I need a prop. Brace yourselves, cause here it comes. Oh, beautiful, full of spacious skies, for amber waves of gray, for purple mountain majesties across the fruited plains. America, America, God shine His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining. Oh, beautiful the blood we shed, my ancestors scream out. The land we lost, the Holocaust, because of greed, no doubt. America, America, God shine his greed, blood in the streets, and kill us all with blood that falls from sea to shining sea. Now here's how it goes. I signed up for Joe's and read my dog tags true. I love my country and my heritage. What the hell is wrong with you? With blood they bled, when talkers led, they turned the tides of war. What do we get instead of our land? We're dead because all the greedy whores. Now, I know that was a rendition from hell, and y'all might not understand what's going on. But see, racism, that flag that I just threw, that flag that I took an oath to, as an infantryman in the Army National Guard. Yeah, my dog tags is real. You've seen my cat card. You've seen my veterans card. I have never been ashamed to be an American. But we have done some shameful acts to our own people. I am part Cherokee. I am part black. And I am part white. I will always be a soldier. Understand that shit. I will always support Old Glory. But I will not kill my own people. Not no way, no how, no day. Because that oath I took was to protect America from foreign and domestic terrorists. Police officers are beating up Native Americans over a fucking pipeline that's cutting through their land. I used to sing another song that Neil Diamond did called America. Would you like to hear a few bars? Because not too long ago, and I believe it was under Obama's charge, where he sent some black cats back. And I changed the words to that too. Here we go. Everywhere in the world, they come into America. They pack their coats, they pack their hats. They come into America. But if you black, they shift your ass back. You not coming to America. You not coming to America today. Now, as a person of mixed ethnicity, I walk in these two worlds. I can walk in the white world too, and I understand the power of white privilege. I don't have it. My skin's not light enough. But I know how it works. I will never pass as a white person. I barely pass as a black person, which is another reason why I'm making this video. I've had the worst racism from black people. I've had umpteen amounts on my hands and feet from black people because I'm not black enough. It's something I've grown up with for 47 fucking years. I've had maybe 5 incidents of white people, not counting the white people that's in my family that we all love each other and get along with. I've had 2 incidences from Native Americans who told me I wasn't pure blood and that I would never be pure blood, and that's fine because they're right. I'm multicultural. I'm all of your bloods. I am Homo superior, as Magneto would say in the X-Men. But the problem with everybody in America is really quite simple. We don't listen. It's not the fact that we don't just listen. Most of us just don't give a damn because if it doesn't affect somebody you know, you don't care. Yeah, I'm coming to you in a superhero suit because you might actually listen to a superhero from the future versus some half-breed guy cosplaying. That's why I made it in this suit. So that you guys can understand the one true thing. When you're talking to a superhero, up until this mask comes off, you have no idea what I look like underneath. You don't know my skin tone, and if I'm saving you from a burning building, you don't give a damn. When they made Kamala Harris the first Indian with the dots, not the feathers, Captain Marvel, or Miss Marvel rather, you know, the world went there. There's a lot of things in this world that we need. Superheroes are one of them. But the main thing we need is to learn how to listen. Stop being racist. Racism is more than just a construct, people. It's a way we raise our children. It's a way we teach ourselves to hate this person because of the color of their skin, because somebody of that skin tone pissed in your cereal. Well, guess what? I'm the 3 primary species of humans. I am Caucasoid, Mongoloid, and Nagraloid. You guys need to wake up. Pipe 3 doesn't need to happen. Racism doesn't need to happen. But it happens because no one wants to sit on their ass, hear the negative, spit out the positive, and then try to work together as humans instead of you're white, you're Asian, you're black, and everybody gets this. If we stop giving each other this, proctology exams only work when you have proctology cancer. But if we just stop doing this for 1 minute, start doing this, start figuring out why we hate each other for the one thing that we cannot change: your skin, your ethnicity. You can change your gender now. That's like a new thing, but you can do that. It's really not a new thing. I think the first sex change was like done in like the 40s or the 50s. I don't know and I don't care. Not my kind of thing. But we can stop racism. We can stop racism together. But everybody has to be willing to sit down and listen. And not only listen, but you need to hear what you're listening to. That enough? Be seeing you.